In research, reviewing existing literature helps you understand what has already been studied about your topic. Selecting literature means choosing reliable, relevant, and recent sources. Citing literature gives credit to the original authors and avoids plagiarism. Synthesizing literature means combining ideas from different sources to show connections, compare findings, and build a strong foundation for your study. These steps are important for writing a well informed and credible research paper. These are the criteria for selecting literature. When you are going to select related literature, you have to consider the following. First, relevance to your research topic. Ano ba yung nako-contribute niya sa research topic mo? Or paano ba sila nagiging connected sa isa't isa? Second, credibility of the sources. Always remember, marami tayong information na pwedeng hindi tama o kaya mali. Lagi niyong iche-check kung yung sources niyo ba, credible ba siya, kapani-paniwala ba siya, nanggaling ba siya sa totoong tao o kathang-isip lang. Pangatlo, currency. Ito yung tinatawag na publication date. Kailan ba na-publish yung libro or kailan ba na-create yung source na kinukuha mo. Peer review or reputable resources. Always remember kapag kukuha ka ng resources or magseselect ka ng literature para maging source mo, dapat maganda ang reputation nung gumawa. Kasi normally, especially sa Pinoy, kapag maganda ang reputation nung may gawa or tamang tao yung nagsabi, ibig sabihin, totoo. Pero most of the time, kapag reputable resources naman, lagi naman yan, napiprint siya as a book, as a news, or probably kahit anong babasahin na merong pangalan ng mismong sumulat. Fifth, research methodology and design. Kung ano ba yung klase ng methods na maa-apply mo para sa research topic mo. Saka kung ano ba yung nababagay na design na pwede mong gamitin para sa research. Okay, so pag-usapan natin yung criteria. Una, relevance to your research topic. Select literature that is directly related to your research question. Again, kailangan may connection siya dun sa topic na gusto mong i-discuss sa research paper mo. Tapos, related siya dun sa research question mo. Hindi kasi pwede na magkaiba ang question sa sagot. Kailangan magtugma sila. Second, credibility of source. Consider author's qualification, the publisher's reputation, and whether the publication is peer review. So, lagi niyong titingnan sino ba yung nagsulat nito, truthful ba talaga lahat ng sinusulat niya, gaano ba siya kakilala, reputable person ba siya, tapos kung yung publication ba, peer review. Ibig sabihin ng peer review, nag-a-agree ba ang mga mambabasa sa mga sinusulat niya or marami bang nagbabasa nung sinulat nitong author na 'to? O kaya, ito bang research paper na 'to o itong resources na gagamitin ko na-evaluate na ba ng mga expert sa same field na ginagawan mo ng research bago siya i-publish. Yung mga expert kasi na 'to, sila yung nagche-check kung accurate ba, malinaw ba, kung pina-follow ba yung research method para sa research paper na yun. Ibig sabihin, halimbawa nakapass sa review. So, considered na mapagkakatiwalaan at reliable ang sources. Next is currency of literature. Select literature that is up to date and relevant to the current trends and research. So tulad ng sabi natin kanina, dapat yung literature na gagamitin mo para sa research mo is napapanahon siya o kaya relevant siya sa kung ano man yung nangyayari sa panahon natin ngayon, kung ano yung trending na nababagay doon sa research mo. Next on the list is peer reviewed. It means a research article has been checked by expert. So in short, in-evaluate na siya ng iba't ibang expert on the same field bago ma-publish yung ginawa nilang literature. What they are doing is they review the work to make sure na tama, malinaw, at high quality yung literature or yung sources na pwedeng magamit sa research. So again, peer review, it is approved by experts before publication of the literature. Second is research methodology of studies. The methods should be appropriate for the research questions and contribute to the validity of the result. So dito naman sa research methodology, dapat nababagay siya. Nababagay yung method na gagamitin mo para sa type ng research na gagawin mo. Kasi pag sinabi mong research methodology, ito yung plano o process ng isang researcher kung paano ba siya magko-collect ng data, mag-analyze ng data, tapos mag interpret ng data. I-explain din doon sa research methodology kung paano nyo ginawa yung research at kung ano-anong klaseng methods yung ginamit nyo para makuha yung result ng research ninyo. After selecting your literature na gagamitin nyo sa research nyo, next on our topic is citation. What is citation? Citation refers to acknowledging the source of information or ideas used in your research. Proper citation helps avoid in plagiarism, allows readers to trace the original source, and adds credibility to your work. So pag sinabi mong citation, nagbibigay ka ng credit dun sa author, dun sa kinuhanan mo ng information para magamit mo sa research mo. Papakita din dyan yung mga ideas, facts, quotes na kinuha mo galing dun sa source of information para ma-avoid ang plagiarism or panggagaya. Meron tayong iba't ibang citation style sa paggamit ng citation kapag gagawa ng research. Citation styles are set rules for how to write and format citation in your research work. Different styles are used in different subjects to make citing sources clear and constant. In short, citation style is the specific way to write your sources. So, iba't ibang klase ng examples yan. APA, MLA, or Chicago. Here are the examples for citation. First is APA. It is a citation typically includes the author's last name, first initial, publication year, title of work, and source detail. For example, journal name and including the volume pages. Example dyan ng APA, Smith yung last name, J ang first letter ng initial or first letter ng initial name, publication year is 2022, title of work, effects of social media on students, and then source detail, Journal of Education, volume 2, page 45 to 60. Next naman, MLA. Ang meaning ng MLA ay Modern Language Association. It is widely used in humanities. The citations are brief and include the author's last name and page number. So, for example, Brown Mary. Brown is the last name, Mary is the first name, and David Jones, The History of Modernism, Oxford University Press 2020. So ulitin ko APA, ang meaning ng APA, American Psychological Association. Habang MLA is Modern Language Association. Normally, MLA ay ginagamit sa academic papers, especially in the field of English, literature, at humanities. Next citation source is Chicago. Chicago uses a notes and bibliography or author date system for in-text citation and a full bibliography. So example is short note, And then subsequent mentions, ito yung title. Though, ito yung kanyang author. Great American Novel 125. So, yun yung pinagkunan. Pag sinabi mong Chicago citation, it is a style of writing and referencing developed by the University of Chicago. Ang Chicago ginagamit siya sa history, arts, and humanities. Next topic is about synthesis. What is synthesis? Synthesis in research involves combining information from multiple sources to create a comprehensive understanding of a topic. It requires analyzing and integrating findings from different studies. For example, halimbawa, magbabasa ka ng dalawang article tungkol sa climate change. Tapos, i-explain mo kung paano ba sila nag-agree pareho na ang pagtatanim ng puno ay nakakatulong sa environment. So, yun yung synthesizing. Dalawang article siya na pinag-uusapan yung iisang bagay lang. In short, synthesis means mixing ideas together to make something new and meaningful. How do we synthesize literature? So, una, ika-categorize mo siya. So, categorize the source based on research question. Ano ba yung tanong mo? So, dapat pag nag-categorize ka ng source, masasagot nito yung research question natin. Second, identify common findings, contradiction, and areas that need further exploration. So, dapat malaman mo kung ano ba yung common sa dalawa. Ano ba yung pinag-uusapan nila? Saan ba sila nagkakatulad? Third, integrate insights into cohesive narrative. So, pag sinabing integrate insight, pagko-combinein mo kung ano yung natutunan mo or naintindihan mo doon sa binasa mong literature para maging source ng research paper mo. So, it means gagamit ka ng bagong idea sa kung paano mo siya naintindihan. Halimbawa, binasa mo siya, nakita mo siya, na-experience mo siya. So, i-connect mo yun iko-connect mo yun sa kung paano mo naintindihan. That's what you call integrate.
That brings us to the end of our lesson on the criteria in selecting literature, citations, and synthesis. Always remember, choose literature that is relevant, credible, and up-to-date. Use proper citation styles like APA, MLA, or Chicago to give credit to authors. Practice synthesizing information by combining ideas from different sources to create a clear, organized, and original point of view. These skills will help you become a more effective researcher and writer. Stay curious and keep practicing. See you in the next lesson.